What's up, boys? Second MCS tournament ladders were this past weekend, and we had an absolute hell game versus the number 2 ranked player in the entire world, Wesley. Came down to the final play of the game, so let's get into it. Okay, so getting into the game now. As you can see, we are starting on defense, which is always nice. Always love to start on defense. And this is the first time I played West this entire year, actually. He's off to a good start this year. You know, he finished first in this ladders. He finished, I think, second or third in the other one, so he's obviously a really good player, especially right now. And as you can see, after just 2 plays, we're already down 7-0. So obviously, I just know, you know, whenever I play a good offensive player, I just got to keep up with him scoring-wise. It's probably going to be a high-scoring game. So we just got to match the pace. You know what I mean? First play here, I just throw a drag, hit a spin. The spin in Madden 25 right now is honestly insane. It's by far the most overpowered, you know, skill move between jukes and spins and all that. So it took him 2 plays, took us 1 play. Just like that, we tied the game. His next drive here, hits a little zig, spins, and just like that, he's up 7 again. So there's been 4 plays on offense and 21 points. So not a great start defensively for either of us, but that's how Madden 25 is. It's hard to get stops versus good players, so you just got to keep up with them. You know what I mean? That's pretty much just it. 2nd and 8 here. Try to throw like a little flat. I clicked on, it kind of just made me like dumb out right there. So 3rd and 8 now. Try to just like, I tried to lead that more down, but we couldn't. So 4th and 8 early for us. Obviously, this is a huge down. And we go for a possession and we drop it. Now, honestly, that really like never happens. I'm not gonna lie. We'll go back to that real quick. I just tried to throw again. I just tried to like lead it up the field. I feel like I had a ton of room, and I thought I had a lot of room to possession it right here too. If he just falls down, I'm fine. The fact that he was able to hit me and I dropped it is really unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. Like you catch everything in this game, so that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. So now we're in a tough spot, but we get it right back because of the All-Pro Fred Warner. Our avalanche just went crazy. Fumbles are always lucky in anything, but honestly, right there, I mean, he just spun into death. I actually didn't even have avalanche lit up. I just lied to you. But regardless, I'll take it. I'm not sure if he was on conservative or balanced. I'd be shocked if he wasn't on conservative, but you usually don't fumble on conservative, so who knows. But regardless, we get the ball back, down 7. So we got to, you know, we got to tie it up again. We got our stop back. That was huge. That's a wheel right there. 2nd and 7. Get absolutely caged. Nothing to throw there. You see me stem glitch, and they just banned the stem glitch today as we hit a little slant, break a tackle, and tie the game up. They just banned the stem glitch today as I'm recording this. So all the stem routes that you're seeing will no longer, you know, be allowed to be used, which I'm happy about. But obviously, we were definitely using them back then. Right here, it's just a nice little seam. Takes it all the way down to the 48. Getting some good pressure right there. He never missed that read. I'm not gonna lie. Like anytime I had cover 2 on the solo side, he just always had a streak and just never missed it. So shout out to him for that. Right there, tries to fit something in. Nice little breakup by Rasul. And right here, goes for like kind of like a face catch. He was doing that a good amount. You'll see how that kind of plays out later in the game too. But he was just anytime he saw an outside third, as I get lasered right there. I tried to bait that, as wasn't fast enough, but anytime he saw like an outside third, he was really good at like throwing it right at it and just rocket catching it. So we'll see how that plays out later in the game. But back on offense here. Again, ton of points scored. There's already 35 points scored. First quarter is not even over yet. You know, I got a stop that was lucky. He got a stop that I feel like was lucky too. So pretty even. You know what I mean? Pretty even. We're both playing good offense. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it going here. Go for a spin of my own. Don't get anything. Go back to it again. Go for another spin. Again, he plays good run D. So going into the 2nd quarter now. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Honestly, is a really tough spot. But good pocket right there. And we're able to tie the game up again. So we're just playing catch up. You know what I mean? He got ball first. He's scoring every drive pretty much. I'm scoring every drive so far. So we're really just going back and forth. Don't have too much of an answer for his offense right now, you know, besides that one hit stick fumble I got. I really have not come close to stopping him. Right here, we do get close, almost switch stick him. Just was able to lead that down in front of me. So now he is just outside of the red zone. As you can see, he rocket catches, so keep that in mind. It's cover 3, outside third. He does a good job just rocket catching it, but it wasn't a touchdown yet, so we got to try to make a stand. So 1st and goal, we play some good run D. 2nd goal, he runs again. We make another tackle. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Got to hold on for 2 more plays. Play good defense initially. He's scrambling out. We're able to hit him though, so 5. He doesn't end up taking 3 here. He goes for it. Again, good defense, good defense. He's just trying to scramble. Doesn't have much, and we get a stop. So that's huge. Anytime you're playing, you know, an elite offensive player, getting a red zone stop is huge because it's really hard to stop them, you know, anywhere else. So that's huge. That's huge. Now we are up in the stop department. If I can get some points before half now and get ball at half, we'll be in a great spot. Right here, close read. Almost get picked, but we get the first down. Pretty good defense. I actually missed my corner out initially on circle, but it's whatever. Take our 4-yard little scramble. Here, going with little verticals. Have a little bit of room on the drag. Just throw that. I mean, that's easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was really not that open, but it's not gonna ever get picked anyway. So, pretty free throw. Right here, he plays good defense. Just hit my little in route here. Get to a 2nd and 1. Here, honestly, I feel like I should have probably ran it, but as you can see, we pass and we get an inaccurate. Now, this was honestly really tough. I'm not gonna lie. It was wide open. You know what I mean? You see his user right here. When I throw this, I'm pass leading this up and highballing just in case. I really don't even think I needed to highball it, but I did just in case. Since I highballed it, I probably wouldn't have gotten a touchdown, but it would have been, you know, likely a 20-30 yard gain. So again, I'm leading this directly up, but the way that it works this year, honestly, when you get inaccurates, it doesn't get sailed like past the receiver. It just gets led like straight down and gets underthrown. So since we got a red, it just got thrown right to him. You see my reaction. I'm pissed. I couldn't believe that happened. Honestly, that was really tough, but nothing you can do about it now. We just got to try to play some defense. So the red zone stop we got is gone just like that, and we're in the same, you know, position we were in. So it is what it is, though. See here, he throws another streak on the outside. That time he didn't really rocket catch. He kind of just got beat, but he got a touchdown. So now we got to try to get some points of our own. We have 20-something seconds to start the drive. Even if I don't get a touchdown, we just got to try to get something. You know what I mean? At least get 3. Right here, little route stem post, laser on the sideline. So 24 with 13 seconds left. Not impossible, especially with no runoff in this game, and we have 2 timeouts. Right here, I throw like a little flat, don't get much, so only 8 seconds left. Rolling out to the right, and we hit our post over the middle. That was an absolute missile. So we go into half tie. That was huge. You know, I'm not mad at that. Obviously, if I didn't get that red inaccurate pick, we could have went up 3 or 7 potentially at half and gotten ball, which would have been better. But after what happened, I will gladly take being tied. Right here, he switched 6 onto it, but I mean, if you just highball to someone, you know, like Randy Moss's height over Revis, they're just never picking it in this game, unfortunately. So that was free. But now we are in a little red zone spot of our own. It's hard to score down here, it really is. You know what I mean? 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10 from the 13 now. It's not easy to score. Here we throw a little wheel on verticals, but we get in a 4th and inches. I no huddled this play, just went with the read option, and we get stopped. So that is huge. That really hurts. That hurts a lot. I probably shouldn't have no huddled. I should have went to, you know, a better run or more of like a red zone play, but I didn't. But we man up the outside receiver. He tried to like rocket catch it, I guess, and we were able to pick it. And not only did we pick it, but we took it to the end zone. So that was huge. Right after we got stopped in the red zone, we were able to, you know, get it right back and get a touchdown out of it. So that was huge. Like I said, I could not stop his kick returns. It was insane. You'll see. I mean, bro, like, the spins are just, they're just insane. Like, they're literally insane. I could not stop him on the kickoffs. Like, you'll see. I think that's the only one I showed, because it, you know, got taken all the way down to the 15. But, bro, I couldn't stop him. Right here, he just high points it. I mean, I was there. It was a good switch stick, but they just don't react to shit, so it is what it is. But, yeah, I mean, his kickoff offense was insane. My kickoff defense is terrible too. I can't stop anybody. Everybody starts their drives at like the 50 against me. It's actually disgusting, but you know, it is what it is. We're still in a good spot. Now it's a tie game, but we have the ball instead of the other way, so you know, if we keep scoring, he has to play catch up with us now. So that's the goal. You know what I mean? We just got to keep scoring. Right here, decent pocket, good defense, but we find a nice little playmaker on our running back and get some solid yardage. So again, we're just outside of the red zone here, and we find our tight end wheel. Nice little dot. So we get it back up to 7 for our lead. I guess I did show another kickoff because again, it was insane. The spin, he just takes it over here. I have the worst kickoff defense ever. I thought this one was getting cribs. Thankfully, it had somewhat of an angle, but he started both of his drives on the 15 and the 19 back to back. And as you see right here, he's been doing that the entire game, and we baited. So I want to go back to that. I want to go back to that. In my head, I mean this too. Before the play was started, I knew that if I left an outside third on the outside right there, he was going to see it right away, and I knew that he was going to want to rocket catch it, right? I knew that's just the first thing he was looking at was that streak. If it was cover 2, he was going to throw it in between the cloud and the deep half. If it was cover 3, he was going to try to rocket it. So since I left cover 3 out there, I knew he was going to see it. Now, honestly, I clicked on pretty early. I guess he just didn't notice that I switch stick to it, because I did switch stick to it fairly early. I didn't like switch stick right before he threw it. I kind of ran up for a second, but I just anticipated it. I had a feeling he was going to do it, and it was a great switch stick. So we got Cromartie. Honestly, here, pretty bad stick. I don't know why I cut into the right. There was no chance Laporta was going to catch me. That was really stupid, but I cut into the right, and his other guy tackled me. But it's all good. Next play, we run read option. We end up getting it anyway, so my ass, stick didn't matter. So now we're up 14. We start off this drive with a sack, so we're looking great. 2nd and 21. Just throws a nice little in route over the middle and gets a ton of yards. So this game is definitely not over by any means, but we're in a great spot now. It's a nice little seam streak. And we're now in the 4th quarter. So we're in the 4th quarter, up 14, in a great spot. Right here, drag was wide open. I mean, I didn't have a deep half on the left that play, so I had to, follow the tight end and just kind of live with him throwing the drag right there. Is what it is. Right here, 1st and 10. I messed up my adjustment, I remember that. I meant to man him up, but I couldn't in time. He just throws a drag, hits a spin, and just like that, it's a 7-point game again. But we have the ball. So I'm just trying to take as much clock as possible. You know what I mean? Just take clock, go up 2 possessions, no matter what. Right here, honestly, scary. That was a scary read. Definitely could have been picked, but Fred Warner just swatted it down. Now we're on the 41. Again, we're just milking. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left now. Somehow we glitched through and get some yards right there. Now we're in a great spot. We are in a great spot. We hit our wheel right here. They go down. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Hit a nice little spin. We're looking great. 2-minute warning. You're probably thinking, how does this come down to the last play? How is this even a close game? 3rd and 2, minute 55. Go for the worst spin ever. So we end up having to settle for 3. Didn't get perfect accuracy. But the kick is up and the kick is good. So we're up 10 points. Minute 45 seconds left when he starts his drive with 1 timeout. This game, in this situation, should never be close, for me. But we'll see what happens. So, as you can see, he's on offense here. Just hits a nice little drag. He's able to get out of bounds. Right here, throws a route stem corner on the right there. And he takes his 3. Now, this is a smart 3 by him, honestly. Anytime you're down 2 possessions, you definitely want to just make it a 1-possession game no matter what. With some time left here, he goes for an onside and does not get it. So again, you're probably thinking, how does this come down to the last play? You'll see. So, we start our drive on the 37. First play, I run, and we get to the 35. Now, right here, I should have sneaked a few times. I had, I believe, 1 mile an hour of wind in my face. And I did not have Justin Tucker yet. I had Jake Elliott, the kicker, who has like 1 less kick power, so it's not that big of a difference. But honestly, I just did not know how long of a field goal I could make. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what yard line I could hit from, especially with the wind in my face. I had no clue. So I should have just sneaked a few times here and kicked my 52-yard field goal, went up 10 again, and the game is, basically over. But I did not know, and that is my fault. I should know that. If you're playing for a lot of money, these are the things that you have to know, and I was not prepared, and I did not know that. So we run again. We get tackled at the 36. Now here, again, I probably can make a 53-yard field goal. I didn't end up testing with Jake Elliott, but I'm sure I could have. But I end up running again, 50 seconds left. Even if I couldn't, I was fine with, giving him the ball back with like 20 seconds left. But I run again, I get hit. It wasn't a hard hit, and we fumble. So I'm going to run that back one more time. It was tough. It was tough. Chris Johnson was tired, I believe. You see, he has like a slow spin. I was on conservative, but I spun. Got hit. So now he has the ball with 49 seconds, which honestly in this game, 49 seconds is a ton of time. You see he lasers me the first play too. 49 seconds is a ton of time in this game though, because there's no runoff as long as you don't know huddle. So yeah, even though he doesn't have any timeouts, time really isn't much of an issue at all. And in my head right now, I'm just thinking, I just lost the game. You know what I mean? I'm ass. I just sold the shit out of this game. And I just played good for no reason. But right here, you see he throws a zig, gets tackled inbounds. The clock is ticking. and he's able to spike it with 2 seconds left. Down 7 points. If I get him off the field here, the game is over, and we get absolutely lasered. Comes out for the 2-point for the win, but ends up saying, I'm just going to go to OT instead. So, in a game that should have been over, as long as I just kicked my field goal, we are now in overtime, and I got the ball first. First play of overtime here in a tie game, 52-52. I see my streak just got open for some reason. He just kind of fell behind Revis. So I threw it, and the first play of overtime, we throw a streak for our touchdown. I did not go for 2. That is something that is definitely a decision when you get ball first in overtime. Because if you go for 2 and get it, then you pretty much win the game. All you have to do is kick a field goal, even if they get 8 themselves the next drive. But I decided not to. I just took my 7. Right here, we have him in a 4th and inches early. Can we get off of the field? I feel like we had good defense, but he finds something over the middle. Good play by him. So, it is first down again. Right here, we play good defense on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Again, good defense. Just has to throw a drag so it doesn't get sacked. 3rd and 11. Again, I'm loving the way we're playing defense. We scream at him. We don't end up getting a sack. I would have loved to have gotten a sack right there, but he get away. 4th and 11. And we get missiled. That was tough. That was definitely tough. I'm not going to lie. I want to run that play back one more time. I liked my coverage, honestly. You'll see right here, I clicked onto Fred Warner and I moved down a bit. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click onto the player that was underneath him to take away like the slant more, because I didn't know if the slant was going to get open, but it ended up clicking me onto Fred Warner. And just that little slight movement that I made to, bring him down ended up costing me. But now, he's sending his team out there for the win, for the 2-point, of course. 59-58. Is this going to be just an all-time full, or are we going to get off the field? We'll see. 59-58. He's looking. Doesn't have much going on. We hit him, and we get off the field. Run that back one more time. Again, I used it the safety right here. I'm just in 6-1. You know what I mean? I don't think he had anything. The middle is covered. He could have thrown it like right there, that route over the middle to the left, going to the right. I guess he could have thrown it at that exact moment right there, and he probably could have gotten it. I don't know. I mean, I saw it. I was running over to it. Would have been a tight window. That was about the only thing he had, though. We got a nice shed sending 3. He had to kind of just run for his life, and we ended up tackling him. So, super hell game. It definitely should not have been that close at the end, considering the situation I was in. Almost completely folded it, but we hung on. Won it in OT, 59-58. Honestly, one of the sweatiest games I've ever played in my life. Definitely the best game I've played this year, as far as just, back and forth competitive game. So, it was a great video, great game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like for me if you did.